Okay, so by now we see how rental housing is produced and who owns it now. But like, what if it didn't have to be like this? Like, what's the alternative? Well, we could see housing as a human right. Nobody should have to be priced out of, I'm just saying. Okay, sounds good, but how feasible is that with all this greed walking around? Well, introducing another solution to consider. Okay, so hear me out. Instead of giving away our public money to private developers, right, we could use it to build housing that would benefit everybody. Okay, so check this out. Social housing is a publicly owned mixed income housing model that treats housing as a human right, not as a commodity. So that means looking at housing like we do public transportation or public libraries and public schools, and use our public resources, aka tax dollars and public land, to build it and keep it for us, which means we don't go to developers who get their money from private equity. You hear me? Okay, let's break that down. So this would mean the city, not a developer, goes to the bank and says, hey man, we want to build housing that's affordable for everyone. And the bank's like, okay, sure, but I don't know if your little plan is gonna work, so I'm only gonna give you 60% of the loan you need. And the city's like, bet, I'll use this municipal bond money for the rest. What's a municipal bond, you might ask? Well, it's money city officials can have access to with approved legislation to get infrastructure built for the city. You never heard of it? Yeah, amazing what this program teaches us. So the city gets a huge lump sum from this municipal bond, as opposed to a developer going to a private equity firm for that same amount. So say the city gets this 50 mil from a municipal bond at the regular going interest rate, which would amount to about 19 mil in total interest back, right? As opposed to getting the 50 mil from a private equity firm, in which they would have to pay back 40 mil in total interest back. Plus, with the municipal bond, they get a super long time, like 30 years to pay it off. Whereas with private equity, you got 4 years to pay it off. Crazy. Which means with a municipal bond, you only have to pay off 3 mil per year, as opposed to private equity firms paying off like 19 mil a year. You get why the rents are getting so crazy every year? So altogether with a municipal bond, you're paying like 69 mil over the course of 30 years, as opposed to a total of 90 mil in the course of 4 years with a private equity firm. Do the math. Okay, so obviously the math is mathing way better with municipal bonds. So if the city got access to deals like these municipal bonds, why in the world would anyone go to private equity? Explain this to me. Well, remember that you only go to private equity for private projects. So when the city gives away public land for private projects, this opens the gateway for private money, which comes with very high interest rates, which pushes people out who can't pay, right? Right, I get that. So why would a city give public land away for private projects? I don't know. Could be because developers got that private money to pay for campaigns. Pretty shiny things the municipal bonds can. AKA corruption. Because see, whole time these politicians can make pretty shiny things for the people, not against. Capitalism got them in a chokehold. Now with the social housing model, everyone renting will get the same quality housing. We're talking low income, middle income, high income, you name it. And people who bought houses would still get a return on future sales with a reasonable increase in property value, as opposed to one that preys on deserving people not being able to survive in the city. Yeah, see, here, everyone wins. Yeah, see, the social housing model could also have units for sale and not just for rent. These are called cooperative housing units, and you can also build equity this way as well. Ultimately, social housing models like this one in Montgomery County, Maryland, look and feel just like the nice, pretty condos that have been developing in DC, but because the city owns it and not private equity, we can keep prices with a far more affordable range. So how do we convince our politicians to not sell out our city? Apply pressure. Only vote for the ones down for us, and stay connected to accounts that will tell you the truth, because you know they shut up in my account. Okay, we gotta do better. Next up, let's learn the history of the other route of affordable housing in America, public housing. Coming up next.